All right, so this one's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
We're going deep on this whole Agent Zorro thing. I mean, I don't know about you, but when I first saw that name, I was picturing like a comic book or something.
Oh yeah, for sure. Definitely got that vibe. Not your typical deep dive material.
Right. But then we started digging into the stuff you sent us, and it's actually, well, it's fascinating.
Yeah, definitely fascinating.
So for our listeners who haven't gone down the Agent Zorro rabbit hole yet,
Right.
can you kind of set the stage? Who is this guy, and what makes his story so unique?
So picture this. You've got this total tech whiz, right? Like deep in the world of IT. We're talking complex library systems, databases, the works. Okay. This is Agent Zorro before he became Agent Zorro. And he's not just messing around, he's got this insane grasp of systems thinking, problem solving, documentation, like the kind of guy who could probably code in his sleep.
Okay, so we're talking like serious IT skills here.
Oh, yeah, the real deal. And those skills, as it turns out, are pretty transferable, even if you're not, saving the world from supervillains.
So, okay, we've got our IT expert, but how does he make that leap from like databases to agent status?
Well, that's where Jonah Bay comes in. He's a pretty major figure in this story.
Okay.
Bay was all about like sovereignty, finance, and this whole concept of lawful money, which I'm sure we'll dive into more later. But
Yeah, lawful money. I got to admit, that's piqued my curiosity a bit. What's the deal with that?
it's a deep rabbit hole. But in a nutshell, it's about understanding money's source code. Like how software has those underlying rules and principles that govern how it works. They argued that money's the same way. There's this legal and historical context that determines its value and how it can be used.
Hmm. Okay. Yeah, that's interesting.
So, anyway, Zorro, with his systems thinking background, he's immediately drawn to these ideas. And he starts seeing these like parallels between the financial systems that Bay is talking about and the digital networks he's used to working with.
Oh, I see. So he's like, wait, I can apply these IT skills to like decode the world of finance?
Exactly. And he gets really deep into it, especially the lawful money stuff. But here's the thing, he doesn't just want to keep this knowledge to himself.
Right.
He sees how confusing and intimidating the world of finance can be for most people.
Oh, for sure.
And he wants to like empower others to understand it, to take control. So what does he do? He takes all this knowledge, all these crazy skills he's got,
Yeah.
and starts building tools, frameworks, systems to make this stuff accessible.
Right. And that's where things like his MYRUN system come in. Yeah. Right. I mean, what was the idea behind that?
Well, think about it. Zorro's a master of algorithms, right? So
Yeah.
he basically uses those skills to create this system that helps people track their income, their expenses, everything in this incredibly detailed way.
Yeah.
It's almost like having this personalized financial dashboard. It can analyze your spending habits, identify areas where you can improve, and even suggest strategies based on those lawful money principles we talked about. All thanks to Zorro's like mad coding skills.
So wait, he's not just teaching people about lawful money. He's actually giving them the tools to like put it into practice.
Exactly. It's like he built this whole new operating system for personal finance, one that's built on transparency, understanding, and giving people that control over their money.
So we started with a name that sounded straight out of a comic book. But Agent Zorro's real superpower was his ability to see how these seemingly unrelated things, IT and finance, were actually connected. And then he found a way to make it all work for everyday people. Pretty cool, right?
Okay, totally. It really makes you wonder, what unique blend of skills and knowledge do you have? Something you could combine, like Zorro did, to make a difference.
Maybe we all have a bit of agent potential in us. Food for thought, Rick.
Absolutely.
Thanks for joining us for this deep dive. Until next time.
See you then.